Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Cake for Christmas. My mother got me an immersion blender, so we're going to use it on butternut squash. Let's go! Ingredients include squash, onions, garlic, shallots, apples, carrots, broth, sage, and spices. Acorn squash is supposed to be green or orange? What is right? First, we'll cut the squash. Perfect. Just going to scoop out the middle, and we're going to drizzle some oil. I absolutely never have a plan when adding spices. Pepper, salt, garlic pepper, and pepper? Sure, give it some kick. Curry powder, ginger? Don't know what it does. Add it. And then we're just going to rub it in a little bit. Then I'm going to flip it over. I figure we'll put it in the oven for 40 to 50 minutes. Dice the onions. What the fuck? It's just rotted? There's just a layer of onion rot? What? So with one rotten onion thrown out, I only have a little bit left, but the recipe didn't call for any. So, and I'll pour in the rest of my oil. Once the oil seems hot, we can add onions and shallots. Now that I never set a timer for the oven, it's 1:15. I assume I started around 12:30. I honestly don't know. I haven't read any recipe all the way through, but I have skimmed 3 or 4, but I still don't know what to do with the carrots. I assume I should have roasted these with the squash. I also don't know what to do with the apple. I assume you don't roast apples, but I'll saute the carrots. Jury's still out on this. I think I'm just going to blend it when I throw everything into the big soup bowl. Apples. This is the first time in what feels like years that I've held an apple, and their texture is so weird. So while cutting the apple, I forgot about the onions, and they are looking toasty. It's now 1:39, so I assume the squash is done. Oh, there's so much oil. There it is. And the squash is just cuts like butter. So I just unpacked the Immersion Blender, which is super simple and intuitive to put together and use, but it just came with so much waste. The plastic, styrofoam, cardboard, like this is the reason we have climate change, because none of this was necessary. And then I'm just going to start scooping out parts of squash. I probably need more broth. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need more broth. Let's throw the apple in. I assume that when you blend the apple and squash, it'll release all the moisture inside, so that'll just make more liquid. Otherwise it might be kind of thick, and maybe that'll be good too. Alright, and now again, no plan with the spices. Whatever's in the cabinet goes in the soup. I forgot the sage. Honestly, I think it looks great. I heard that the Immersion Blender doesn't give as smooth of a finish as a standing blender, but that's so much easier than transferring it and making a bunch of dishes, or having just like a huge industrial standing blender. And